So we are with Gabby Sanderson here. Hello from iHeartMedia, if I'm correct, and you are an on-air guest and head of program of the International Radio Festival that just happened in Malta. Actually, we were there also with our media. I think you met maybe Florian Martin. He was a journalist there. Yeah, he's part of our team. Hello, Florian, if you watch the live. We are with Petra Lemcke, who is from Radio Sunshine and Radio Sunshine Live, right? And RegioCast as well. Yeah, okay. You'll tell us about it. Which is taking care of 16 radio stations, if I'm correct, and Radio Sunshine Live is one of them. And Ragnhild Veire, okay, which is from NRK, from Norway. So I will ask the first question to Gabby Sanderson. Gabby, how can a technology save an on-air presenter? That's, I think, what you talked about. So tell us about your story.
Okay, thank you. Well, digital radio in particular certainly saved my career because it gave me an opportunity that I think probably wouldn't have been there had radio just been on AM and FM, because competition is so fierce, especially because I'm a rock DJ and I was going after the national stations, and presenters just stay in their position for years and years and years, and so it's one shot in a million to actually get the opportunity to talk about the music you love to an audience that loves the same music, whereas having the DAB platform allows for more opportunity for rock fans to listen to stations curated by people that are passionate about their type of music.
All right. Another question. Last year, Norway said that FM was like an old paper on the wall. You know, when you're in a house, FM is like having an old paper on the wall that you don't notice anymore because you have it for a long time. It's been on since the 80s. Is DAB Plus making radio hype again?
I think radio is radio, and again it all goes back to content. I think that the DAB platform is the norm now and is the way it is most consumed, and that's only going to expand moving forward. The hype around DAB, I think it's just getting people used to it. It's like, you know, going from vinyl records to CDs and then CDs to MP3s, but then look, there's been another surge into vinyl, and now that's the cool again. So I think things go in cycles, and as long as the right people are talking about the music, radio is going to survive no matter the platform.
And I say that because maybe it's different in UK than in different in different countries, because UK has had DAB and DAB Plus since a long time, so people are used to it. So I was more meaning for emerging countries and DAB Plus making hype, and maybe that's a question that we can ask also to Petra Lemcke. So DAB Plus made a big change in Germany with a national coverage, and before it was only in Länder. This was not possible before DAB Plus, as you could only broadcast on Länder. What happened to you thanks to that?
If you say you could broadcast only in Länder, in the States, you mean the transmission via FM, I assume. Because in 2011 there started the national DAB Plus multiplex, and there are 10 stations actually on this DAB multiplex, and they were able to transmission nationwide since then. And what I know is, and it was actually the same case at the beginning for Sunshine Live, which is also part of this DAB multiplex since 2011, that at least at the beginning, the stations didn't really broadcast a real national program because they were not really allowed, because they still had these FM frequencies. And this was the reason why Sunshine Live decided to give up the FM frequencies, the local FM frequencies, in order to broadcast a real national program, which we can do via DAB and the internet, of course.
Yeah, what did you have to change from a local FM that you dropped, that you stopped, to become a national station, more than just investing money? I mean, what did it change inside of the station for all the people that were working there?
Very interesting question. And I could answer it very broadly, or also I try it in a short way. I mean, what we changed in terms of program format was that we were no longer, we were no longer obligated to publish regional content, such as local news and local traffic reports. And in the moment we could resist on this, we relaunched the program format to a dedicated electronic music station. And we changed the music rotation, we hired new presenters. And in terms of money, of course, you have to invest in people. This is for me, it's the most relevant investment matter. And of course, you have to invest in DAB infrastructure. Not really we, but we rent this. We have a DAB license, and we have to pay this. And but if you would transmit via FM nationally, it would be much higher than you just transmit via national DAB. So it's an advantage, really.
Ragnhild Veire, can classic radio sound different in DAB+? Why and how?
Well, we did that in NRK Klassisk because earlier at FM there were not room enough for us. It wasn't no more space left for a classical music station. So what we did was the old stuff, which was producing concerts and transmitting them live, broadcasting them live some nights a week. But that was not satisfying for our listeners. And so we had to change. So because in Norway, as a public broadcaster, you have to spread all kinds of culture and kinds of music to the people. So we had to do a better job. And luckily, when we decided to make the switch over from FM to DAB+ in Norway, the CEOs told us, give it a try. It's not easy because it's a small niche, the classical music. But they gave us a try, and they gave us some extra money. And we went for it to make a 24-hour station producing programs 24/7. So instead of sending concerts at night, we start 6 a.m. in the morning with our breakfast show. And we do music research, we play short pieces of classical music, and we follow our listeners through their day. And when it's weekend, they have better time to listen longer, they want to learn something, and then we have those celebrity shows, they are fan of those people, those classical music artists. They are becoming our hosts. So DAB Plus made us change totally our content, and it was very fun.
Well, it's very interesting to hear that, because we always hear often only technical things about DAB Plus and not really about the program people. So, and that's why it's very nice that you're here. Another question, Ragnhild, is how do you get the feedbacks and what made you believe that this would work?
Good questions. There were times when I was in doubt, and especially before the switchover, people could choose FM instead of DAB, so we were very small. And I felt that despite what the efforts we did, we didn't get higher reach. But then from 2016, we just said we have to do this properly, and we put all our money into DAB, no money to classical music and FM. And then we started to build the programming, which was, I think, very good. And when the switch over came, people lost their FM. They had to check out those new DAB stations, and then suddenly they found us. So we are not that big, but we are growing each month.
Okay, a global question to all of you, and I will let you go back to your stations. The tricky question: audio. I mean, we have music curation, podcast, radio. So we're talking about sound. So is the word radio changing? And is it going to disappear, that word radio? We see that BBC Sounds has been launched. It's not BBC Radio, it's BBC Sounds. So is radio, the term radio, can it change to the term sound instead?
I think the buzzword is still content, so perhaps audio content is the new radio, because it's consumed in so many different ways. I hear that kids nowadays don't say the word radio, but they say podcasts, they say streaming, but at the end of the day it's audio content that they are consuming. So I think audio content is the new radio.
Yes, I agree, because already today we use more the word audio instead of radio to modernize the radio association, and so because audio includes all the other distribution ways, like especially streaming over the internet and podcasts, and also smart speakers, which are very important for the audio usage. So I would say it's more audio.
I think it's a bit early to just say that we are sounds and audio, because radio is very much linear. So I think it's dangerous to make the switch to call off all the station and just give out content not connected to a station. I think that's a bit too early. But I agree on the fact that the young people, they think of it more plural, like sounds, audio, content, and they are born with choosing what they want to hear. So I think during 10 years, perhaps we're there.
Thank you very much, ladies. Merci à tous. Thank you very much to all of you who watch. You can, of course, find this video again on Connect on Air. Later on, we'll be publishing those videos normally beginning of next week. And this is the end of the World DAB General Assembly 2018 in Berlin. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being with us. We see each other next time on the European radio show with the WorldDAB that will be also there. Thank you, and goodbye.